and welcome to another review. This time I'm coming to you with a comprehensive comparison of all e.l.f. cream eyeshadows, or all products that can be construed as cream eyeshadows or cream eyeshadow bases that you can get from e.l.f. And I think this is a representative selection across all of their lines, which contains most of the cream products they put out. So let's dig right into it with the cream products from the Essential line. The Essential line is the first line that e.l.f. ever put out, and all of these products retail for $1 a piece. You can still buy most of these products online and in some select stores, but I get a feeling that e.l.f. is slowly trying to phase these products out of their line as they are concentrating on better quality but also more expensive products. First up are these duo eyeshadow creams. You basically get 2 cream eyeshadows in one round container. I've had these for a while. I cannot really say they dry out. You know, the colors are okay. The problem is they're so incredibly greasy. They're still greasy now that I've had them for probably over 2 years, that they crease pretty much as soon as you put them on your eyelid. The only one that can be usable would be this dark charcoal one, which is a really pretty color, but you still have to be so careful when you apply it. Make sure that you apply it with a brush in a really thin layer, and that you top it with a powder eyeshadow as soon as you can, because these crease horribly. I mean, I will be honest, I've tried using these, and on me, they pretty much creased within the first 30 seconds. So I don't like these at all. I don't think these are even sold anymore on their website, but in case you find them anywhere, I would just not bother with these at all. Next up, the e.l.f. Shimmer eyeliner pencils. You can get these in a variety of colors. They're not the longest pencils in terms of actual physical length. And in terms of lasting power, as eyeliners, I would not recommend them. I find that they smudge a lot and they just do not stay put. But I think that you can make them work as cream bases. It's easy to smudge them out, and if you top them with a powder eyeshadow, you can get a pretty decent result. The colors are pretty nice. Here are swatches of the colors that I own. I know that from these greens, one is the teal, probably this one, and the other one, I'm not quite sure what it's called because they actually do not have the names printed on them. I think it might be something with grass green, and I believe this black one is called Black Bandit. They are called the Shimmer eyeliner pencils. They don't have actual glitter in them. I guess, you know, they are a little bit reflective when you swatch them, but it's nothing super dramatic or really different from another eyeliner. And also this black one is not the most intense black you could get. Just for a quick comparison, here is a swipe of the Wet n Wild eyeliner, and you can see that this one is quite a bit more intense and a bit more creamy, I would say, than these e.l.f. eyeliners. Although this is also a very affordable eyeliner from Wet n Wild. And let me try to show you. These really do smudge out very quickly and easily, which I guess is an advantage when you use them as bases, but as eyeliners, they will just smudge right off your eyes. So definite no-goes for eyeliners, okay as bases. If I would not have them, I would not go out of my way to purchase them. Now, since I do have them, I do try to use them every once in a while just to feel like I didn't totally waste my money on them. But I would say that they are probably okay for beginners, or if you're really interested in one of the shades they have as a base, then it's okay to spend $1 on these. These products here tend to be pretty similar. So on the one hand, we have the e.l.f. Essential Shimmering Facial Whip, and this is the e.l.f. All Over Color Stick. Basically, the only difference is that this product is in a liquidy form, whereas this product is in a stick form. If I'm not terribly mistaken, I believe that back in the day when these were in full swing on the e.l.f. website, they even had the same shades in the facial whip as they did in the all over cover stick. Now, the packaging on the facial whip is not the best, and that is why I prefer to store them in this kind of Ziploc bags. I have learned the hard way that these facial whips tend to break right here at the tip, and they will spill all over and create a total mess in your makeup storage if you do not take the precaution of storing them in a Ziploc bag. So here are swatches. What I have in the facial whips are the shade like Spotlight, Lilac Petal, Golden Peach, and then in the stick form I also have the Golden Peach one. It may also be worth noticing that these facial whips tend to separate after some time, so you would want to shake them really well before using them. And I have noticed while swatching these that the white one, the Spotlight, is quite liquidy. The other ones are a lot more creamy. So this is what they look when they're not blended out. And I have used these on my eyes. I have to admit that it wasn't the Spotlight one that I used. I used the Golden Peach one, and I have noticed that if you top them with powder and if you apply a primer underneath, they're actually really good bases. And also this Lilac Petal one is just the most beautiful cheek highlighter ever. If you apply it very lightly with, say, a stipple brush, it's just amazing. I absolutely adore this shade for the cheekbones, and that's why I have backups of this Lilac Petal. But we're talking about them right now as cream bases. Surprisingly to me, if you use a primer and you top them with powder, they will actually last on me without creasing. Now I would say that I have normal eyelids, meaning that they're not really oily, and obviously I wouldn't want to go overboard with my eye moisturizer before using any of these products, but they actually perform really well. And what I've noticed is that the stick form over here actually works as a more intense base for your eyes. So somehow the eyeshadow sticks more to this base, and I think that is because this is thicker in consistency than these. So while I think that these facial whips are more versatile because you can better use them as face highlighters, it's easier to diffuse them on your cheeks than it is with this cream one. This is probably the better eye base. But overall, these very affordable products make surprisingly good bases. I would say not so much colored bases as sticky bases, but still, you know, if you're on the go and you're trying to save in terms of luggage, or if you're trying to save some money and buy something that is affordable and that can do multiple jobs for you, I think these are actually really nice products for that. And also just a quick note, these two over here, the last two, are supposed to have the same shade. So this is Golden Peach in the facial whip and this is Golden Peach in the color stick. But I actually do see a slight shade difference in person. The Golden Peach in the facial whip is more goldeny and a bit more reflective, whereas the color stick one is a little bit more bronzy and not quite as reflective.